Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? How we doing today? Welcome back to another episode of Off the Bounce. We are here every day from Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. I'm your host, Slam the Bookie. These are my co-hosts, Alpha Dog Bets, Hefe Picks. How we doing today, guys?
Good. Another beautiful day.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Guys, before we get started today, for all you guys that are tuning in right now on Twitter, guys, make sure to hit that retweet right now, guys. Please hit that retweet. And if you guys already heard, we are doing a $1,000 giveaway. Yes, after the show, we'll be selecting 10 winners after the show is over. But stay tuned throughout the show. We'll be giving live instructions on how to be eligible. And one more shout out to Pure Wedge for sponsoring this show. As always, man, let's jump right into it. We got a big slate today, guys. So we're going to do a couple recaps from yesterday. And, let's get into it. So yesterday's recap, the first game of the early slate, Cavs versus Knicks. I'm gonna have to give it to you guys, man. Like, what do y'all think about this game right here, man?
Well, first of all, man, why couldn't you bring up the Friday game with the Knicks? You had to start with the saddest game of the weekend for us yesterday versus the Cavs. But Ricky Rubio, Hefe, as a fellow Knicks fan, how did you feel about their performance by Ricky Rubio last night? Kind of shocking what he did to that team.
It's amazing. Ricky Rubio's been in the league for 12 years. He was a 6th overall pick about 12 years ago by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Been a journeyman, really. And last night was the first time I saw that he could be a possible MVP candidate, because it was comical and it's a joke that he scores 37 points coming off the bench, going 8 for 9 from three-point range against the Knicks. I mean, the man literally looked like the second coming of Michael Jordan last night. He was making shots that were literally impossible from impossible angles, off one foot, jumping to the side. Alpha, I don't know. I didn't know it was possible.
But there was one part where I thought he traveled, but it wasn't a travel. It was like
exactly what I was going to say. He stepped to his left and then took 2 steps, but because he didn't control the ball on the mid of his first step, they gave him the extra step. He was fading away and hitting every single shot possible yesterday. A great win for that team. Tough to go into Madison Square Garden and get the win there. Slam, did you have any action on this Magic Jazz game from last night? What did you think about Cole Anthony's performance, dropping 33 points?
Man, what a game by Cole Anthony, man. I told myself I'll never bet the Magics after, they just haven't been a good second half team. If I would bet Magics, I'll take them first half, but man, they played a great game yesterday, a great second half. Cole Anthony played amazing, man. They needed that win. They probably won't make playoffs or anything, but
we could answer that now. They will definitely not make the playoffs. They're sitting at 3-8. They got their first home win, which is awesome for them. But the Jazz really struggled from the offensive side of the ball, especially in the fourth quarter. They only scored 15 points in that fourth quarter, while the Magic put up 32. Hefe, what did you feel about this one?
Magic went on a 24-11 run there late in the fourth to kind of close the game out. And guys, while obviously I agree with you, listen, they're Orlando Magic. They're not going to be a contender this year. Last year, if you guys remember, they pretty much traded away all their pieces. They're in that rebuild mode. Traded away Vucevic, traded away Aaron Gordon. They're in that rebuild mode. And I'll tell you, it's exciting to see a player like Cole Anthony start to form what he could be. And what he looks like very early in his career is that floor general, give me the ball when it matters type of player. And every team hopes and prays that they get that type of player and that they draft that type of player. So for right now, Magic fans have something to be excited about for the future. Definitely not for the present.
Yep. We're going to jump into one more recap. I know Hefe, Alpha, we want to talk about this team. We actually had a little collab thing with them on Friday. But anyways, Hornets at the Clippers, man. What is up with this Hornets team? I know we had them Friday, and they just got destroyed by the Kings. They looked like they were going to cover this game, but ended up losing. Like, how's that? I don't know. Losing
I think there's
spread too.
I think there's one word to describe this team, and it's inconsistency.
Yes.
The only thing they're consistent at is being either really great at one thing and really bad at another thing. They are number 1 in the NBA in points scored per game, but they are dead last in points allowed per game. So offensively, they look fantastic. They have a lot of young players that are great at attacking the rim. We all know how LaMelo has looked this year. But defensively, they got to do something to stop allowing so many points per game. Right now, they're allowing 118 points per game, which is 5 more than the second worst team in that statistical category. Hefe, what do you feel about this team?
Alpha, I totally agree with you. They are your typical run and gun team. They're going to shoot the ball with 10 seconds left on the shot clock every time, but they're not hustling on the defensive end. They're going to do the fancy dunks, the look away threes, the alley-oops, everything you want on offense. They are a sexy offensive team, but downright abysmal defensive team. There's no heart on that end of the floor. There's no want to defend on that end of the floor. And basically, if they're having even a little bit of an off night shooting, they ain't winning the game. And last night, losing 120 to 106 to the Clippers proves exactly that.
Yep. All right, guys. That sums up our recap, but we're going to jump right into today's breakdowns. But anyways, let's go ahead and reset here, guys. Special thanks to Pure Wage, guys. Special thanks to Pure Wage. Doing a $1,000 giveaway. We'll be selecting 10 winners at the end of the show. So how to be eligible, just screenshot that you guys are watching this, guys.
Yeah.
And then in the comment section of the live video, post your screenshot and say, your best bets or whatever to be eligible. And if you guys haven't, guys, please retweet this video. We're trying to get our view numbers up. So, thank you.
Also, guys, we will be sending out a tweet after the show is over to kind of clarify on the instructions and get all of us on the same page in terms of exactly what you need to do to get entered, how to enter, and when we will be announcing the winners.
Yes, sir.
So all just make sure, keep watching, and like Slam said, all you got to do is take a screenshot of you watching this, and more instructions will follow after the show. And shout out to Pure Wage for making this possible for all of you guys, our very valued listeners.
Yes, I think we have the Knicks on the slate, Slammy. You got to take us into this game because I'm chomping at the bit to talk about this Knicks-Sixers game.
I'm ready for you guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this.
Well, we have some interesting information about this one, guys, because it appears that we will not have Joel Embiid for Philly tonight, and the line is still only at 2.5 points. What does that tell you, Hefe? The line's a little off in this one.
Alpha, is it weird that I like the Knicks more when Embiid was playing?
Yes.
And now that he's out, I'm almost like very hesitant to take the Knicks, and it's almost like this syndrome that I'm having from the game from the NBA so far. That when a big time player is out, you still take that team at a much deflated line. And this line, ladies and gentlemen, this line is begging, screaming, and pleading with you to take the New York Knicks, which literally usually means you gotta take the other side. Exactly. Alpha, we love the Knicks. So we are a little bit biased in this. Slam, what are you thinking about this?
Man, like Alpha said, I think the line is off. It's weird. I didn't think, if I would look at this game, I wouldn't think the Knicks would be favored. -3, I'm seeing at some books here. No, Joel, it's hard, man. For me, I think the Knicks bounce back here, man. I don't know, man. Probably a no play for me, honestly. Maybe the under.
It's a smart play. It's smart.
I would lean Knicks because it's a weird line here. No Joel. Maybe Randall has a good game. But yeah, no play for me here.
This one screams that the Knicks should win that game. So the line being so short is indicative that maybe you should lay off. And as Slam kind of said, sometimes the best bet you can make on the game is by not touching the game. If you're a little hesitant, there's so much other action tonight, guys. There's NFL as well. Don't push on a line that you don't love.
Alpha, exactly. Never let a player being announced out be the reason you play that game. Because normally it's not going to work out for you. And this line is so just sketchy that I agree with both of you guys, Slam and Alpha. This is a layoff. This is a sit back, watch, and enjoy game for me personally as a Knicks fan.
And Knicks once again are heavy public.
Why wouldn't they
heavy
be?
Public team?
Of course, there's no
90% of the
Embiid.
public is backing the Knicks right now.
And it makes sense to take the Knicks, but the line doesn't make sense. So just hold on to that, guys. And let's not take too much on this one, guys. We have a huge slate. Let's transition into the Brooklyn Nets versus the Chicago Bulls, which to me, guys, is the game of the night, could be the game of the week, and I love both of these teams and what they've done this year. Hefe, what do you see in the Nets going into Chicago tonight?
So it took a little bit of time for the Nets, but they finally kind of got their groove, right?
Absolutely.
James Harden's getting used to this new foul or no foul, how the refs are calling the game. Kevin Durant, who's been in a groove all season, they're finally meshing together. And the others, right? The others on the team are also, kind of playing now better together, more chemistry, and they're very deep as a team too. They played yesterday, so they're on a back-to-back. So that's why this line is a little bit actually favoring Chicago. I actually have the Nets at a plus 105 money line. The Nets have won 5 games in a row. They're hot. They're on a streak. Personally, Alpha, I'm leaning with the Nets tonight, man.
Nets. If I were to take a side in this game, I would lean on the Nets as well. But it's scary going against the Bulls this year with all the dynamic weapons they've added and how quickly they've seemed to gel and be one of the best teams in the league. It's scary how quickly they've become so good on the offensive side, and defensively they're rotating very well. But guys, in this one, I'm going to have to take the over. It's only at 216 tonight. It's one of my favorite plays of the night, and both of these teams are going to score. We know that. And this is going to be a close game, in my opinion. So if we get a close game down to the wire, this is going to sail over that number. Close games usually mean dead to the unders, and this one I see being close all the way, and both teams have offensive power. Slam, what do you read from this one?
Man, I'm going against you. I like I think it's going to come down. I mean, DeRozan's been playing great.
They are home as well. It's a good pick.
Yes. It's going to come down to bench play. I mean, Bulls being at home, they get the advantage. Nets off a back-to-back. It's going to be a close game, I feel like you said, Alpha. Over might be a better bet, but I typically don't play overs. This is not my thing. But I like the Bulls at home here. I think it's a great bounce-back spot. I mean, a revenge spot, I mean. But yeah, man, I'm taking Bulls money line. I think it's
I can understand that.
Minus 125.
Looks like we have 3 separate plays on this one, guys. So there will definitely be some friendly showboating tomorrow for at least one of us, maybe 2 of us, because there's an over in play. All right, guys, let's transition to the next game we have on the slate. Looks like we have the Minnesota Timberwolves traveling to the Memphis Grizzlies. The line's currently sitting at a 5.5-point line, favoriting the Memphis Grizzlies at home. Hefe, what do you see in this one?
Man, the Grizzlies obviously right now, they come down to Ja Morant and if he's on or off, and he's been more on than off recently this year. My personal favorite for most improved player thus far in this early season. On the other side, you got the T-Wolves, right? They start off hot. They get a couple wins where we thought they wouldn't. They're looking great as a team. And now I'm looking at 4 losses in a row. So I got a team that's hot and I got a team that's cold. I'm leaning towards the Grizzlies in this, but this is a layoff game to me because I can see Minnesota coming out and kind of having an edge to them, that they have talent. They've always had talent. I believe in Karl Anthony Towns. D'Angelo Russell's a little banged up. He's day-to-day. I like Anthony Edwards, and I like how they mesh as a team. They kind of got that chip, you know what I mean?
Yep. They're just hard to read, too, because they have so many young, talented pieces. Anthony Edwards is one of the most electrifying young players to watch right now from my personal perspective. Totally. Then on the other side, guys, you have Ja Morant, who is the most electrifying right now at the position. Besides Luka to me, he is just the most fun point guard to watch play. But guys, in this one, I'm going to be taking the under. The total seems a little high. It's coming in at 218. And both these teams, I think, are going to play very well defensively. And I do think the Grizzlies end up winning this game. They might open it up a little bit as well. So as you guys know from the last game, if it's not a close game, we have a better chance of hitting our under. I think that's in play in this one. So give me the under 218. Slammy, give the people your play on this game.
Man, it's tough game to cap here. T-Wolves been playing terrible. Memphis off a loss at Washington. Ja's been playing great. For me, I don't know, man. It's just tough for me to fade Ja Morant here at home. But I think 5.5 is a lot. I think it opened at 6. Now it's at 5.5. I like the points. T-Wolves plus the 6. They gotta get it together, man. I don't know. I think they play better on the road, I believe. But yeah, man, they, like Hefe said, they play with a chip on their shoulder. I think they get it done here and cover the spread. I just don't. I don't know if they win, but I think they get the cover. But anyways, guys, let's reset real quick. If you are watching this, please retweet this video, guys.
Please.
And we are doing a $1,000 giveaway. We will be selecting 10 winners after this show is over. All you have to do is screenshot that you guys are watching and comment in the live video section.
Yes, sir.
Guys. But anyways, let's jump right into our next game. We got Miami at the Nuggets. Line sitting at -1.5 Heat. About 81% of the public is backing the Heat here. Alpha, what's your take on the Heat here?
I think it's a great spot for the Heat. We just got word a little while ago that Max Strus is going to be out tonight. He's one of their bench guys for the Heat, but I really do like them in this spot. I do know it is a public play tonight. The Heat are on the road and still favored, getting 1.5. I'm going to be taking the money line at a -120. Denver, just their guard play should not be able to keep up with the guards of the Heat. And as we know on this show, if you watch with us enough, you know Hefe will give you the lowdown on Tyler Hero and how important he is to that team. I think he's the X factor tonight. I don't think they have anyone. Will Barton's a good player, but I don't think he can play with him. Porter is out as well. Yep, absolutely. So Hefe, what do you see in this
Alpha,
one?
it's like you're right here in between my ears. It's like you're in my head.
Don't tell me. Give me the news. Give me the news.
Heat money line tonight, folks.
Oh.
And I'm
Double
on
dip.
it, and I'll open the gates for you. It's one of my 3 best bets of the night. I love the matchups.
Okay.
I love the fact that the Heat are 3-1 on the road. I've won 3 in a row on the road and covered 3 in a row on the road. I love that there's no MPG tonight. I know he's been a little off on the offensive end, but defensively, he's a lanky wing defender that could have given Tyler Hero some issues. And because he's not in and you have a shorter guy like Will Barton on him, I see Tyler Hero continuing his little hot streak to start the season, having a great game. I see the Heat having a fantastic defensive game as well, keeping Jokic a little bit, under his usual amounts, and I see them winning this game. Slam, what are we thinking? You think the Heat going to get out of Denver alive?
Bro,
He doesn't look like it.
You have to get a Tyler Hero jersey just for us, man. Just to rock on the show. Just one
100%.
I will.
Man, I like the Heat. I'm with you, Hefe. I like what you said. Big fan of Hero as well.
And Alpha. I'm on that as well. Just to remind you.
So all of us on the Heat? All right.
Oh, you too? You're now making it a 3-way official Heat play? Because I'm going to leak it early.
Wait. Money line or -1.5?
I'm on the money line. I'm on the money line. See, Hefe let out a little one of his nuggets. He loves to do this. He let out early that one of his best bets is the Miami Heat. I'm going to join him. It's one of my best bets as well. So let me spoil a little bit for you guys later. I love the Heat tonight. They're one of my best bets. It looks like we're a 3-way on this one, boys.
There you go, man. You guys remember the last 3 we had, right? What was it? It was the Hornets.
It was the Hornets.
That wasn't one that you had to.
No. It was Grizzlies at Washington.
It was Grizzlies.
Bounce back, boys. Let's get it.
It's happening tonight.
Exactly. Minor setback only sets up major comebacks, baby.
Let's do it. Absolutely. What's next, Slammy? What we got next on the slate?
Let's jump into the next game, guy. We got Hawks versus Warriors. Line sitting at -3.5. Heavy public action with this Warriors line. 3.5 is low. They're off a back-to-back. I don't think anybody is out, really. Yeah, Andre Iguodala might be out, but I don't think that'll be.
How do you fade? How do you fade the Golden State Warriors right now? I mean, I understand laying off the game. No. I understand not playing the game, but how do you fade them when they're absolutely the hottest team right now? Slam, you got to give me some insight.
I'm fading.
Insane. It's insane, Slam.
But why though? What is the
before
justification?
you tell us, Slam, why you're fading? Let me give you some reasons why you shouldn't. The Golden State Warriors are first in points, first in defense, first in threes, first in assists, second in 3-point percentage, second in field goal percentage allowed, third in 3-point percentage allowed, third in field goals, third in steals, third in rebounds, number 1 record in the NBA.
What are they bad at? What do they do bad right now?
They are bad at nothing. We must have woke up in 2016 because the Warriors are the best team in the league once again. And some reason, Slam the Bookie is going to take the Hawks
fading.
tonight.
He's fading with the Hawks.
So please explain.
So why is the line -3.5? Like, why is that?
Probably because the Warriors on a back-to-back.
-3.5 though? That's low.
Hawks are rested.
Hawks are a good team as well.
Yeah,
Hawks are not a good team, bro. I mean, they're okay, but I mean, the reasons why I'm backing the Hawks, right? I mean, yeah, I mean the stats are scary and all, but I mean, you got to think the Hawks. They have to get that shit together, man.
They do, but is this the game on the road in Golden State to get it together?
Tell me that this is the game they're going to get it together.
I mean, it's a statement game.
It's possible. They definitely could. I mean, I've seen other people on this game as well tonight. I'm just not sure how you could take the other side. That's why I'm asking. I've seen others on it as well.
I mean, I wish I could throw out stats. But it's hard to go against the Warriors stats, to be honest. That's
well, it is.
They're first, second, or third in every statistical category in the NBA right now. But I will let you know, Sam, I'm not taking the Warriors tonight.
I'm not either. I'm letting off this game.
Gun to my head, I will take the Warriors 99 out of 100 times tonight over the Hawks. But
no, that's your pick. You stand by that pick.
3.5. Hawks money line. Forget about the points.
You're taking the money line now too. Double dip. Yeah,
lean money line, 3.5, guys, 3.5. Warriors might win by 3. You know,
I guess we'll have to see if it's on the show later. Well, we'll see if it's on later on the best bet segment.
All right, boys. So once again, if you guys are watching this live Twitter video, retweet, guys, screenshot that you are watching the show, and you will be eligible to win $1,000. Well, 10 people will be eligible.
10 people are winning 100 each. After the show, guys, we're going to be posting we're going to repost the show. We're also going to give you guys the details again. So you're just going to post a screenshot on that one or on the original video now. And we are brought to you by Pure Wage, the absolute best in the business. Go ahead and give him the follow. Slam, what is the next game that we have on the slate tonight?
You guys want to do Hornets Lakers or Suns Kings? Which one you want to do?
Let's jump right into Suns Kings first, and we'll finish with Lakers Hornets to give the people best bets.
Suns at the Kings, line sitting at -3. Suns. Alpha, you seem pretty confident here, man. What's your take?
I'm high on the Suns in this one, guys. The Suns have been playing some good basketball lately, and the Kings they've been playing good basketball as well, but they are coming off a couple rough performances late, and I do think the Suns pull away with this one. I think 3 points is looking at this game in a microscope, looking at too many games recently, not at the full season, and the Suns are statistically a better team and significantly more talented. I love the Suns in this spot. Hefe, you're nodding, which means you probably agree with me, so I'm excited to hear your take on this one.
Phoenix, hot. 4 wins in a row, meshing together, looking like they did late last year when they made that great run through the playoffs. No DeAndre Ayton tonight, and for some reason that does not scare me. I think they have the offensive firepower. I think they have what a great pickup by Phoenix getting JaVale McGee. What a great pickup. He has meshed with that team perfectly and brought a little bit of an edge to them that they did not have last year, and a little bit more of a grit and toughness. And I love that. I think they match up so well against Sacramento.
They match up so well.
And I know. They literally match up perfectly. Sacramento's strengths are their guards. They're fast, quick, can get to the hole. And Phoenix literally has exactly that on the other side, and with probably one of the best point gods, if you will, in CP3. And if Devin Booker's hitting the mid-range, the Suns are winning.
It's game over. If they're hitting the mid-range, it's game over.
Forget about it.
Slammy, what are you seeing?
I'm also with you guys. I love the
another 3-way bet. Okay.
I don't know how. Stop saying that. Dude. Stop saying that.
It either means tomorrow's show is going to be great, or we're going to be very upset tomorrow. But I think we all have some good angles on this one. I'm really looking forward to this.
I like the Suns. It's a revenge spot, man. I think the Kings. I just don't think they match up well here.
Agreed.
Suns
Agreed.
-3 on the road. Take the Suns. Forget about it. All right, next game.
Last game of the slate. Hold on. Last game of the slate before we get to best bets.
All right, guys. So for anybody still watching the show, retweet this right now. Retweet the live video, guys. To be
guys, I don't know
eligible
if you heard us. We're giving away $1,000. $1,000.
free money, guys. Free
10
money.
people will walk away with $100. All you got to do is be watching and take a screenshot of you watching, and more rules will follow after we're done on here. So please, 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 if you're watching, take a screenshot. Don't miss out on free money. And thank you to Pure Wage for making that even possible for all you viewers out there.
Yeah, guys. And make sure to follow Pure Wage on Twitter, guys. Best in the business. All right, we're going to jump right into our last game of the slate. Hornets at the Lakers. Line sitting at 2.5. Lakers, man. Hornets. Don't even get me started about them, man.
Yo, man, I got something on my mind about this game.
Go ahead, F.A. Go ahead.
You guys already know the spiel that I have done on the show 3 times in a row about the Lakers.
I know the spiel.
They don't care. They literally act like it's a God-given power for them to make the playoffs. And you know what? They're probably right. And because of that, and I know the Hornets look like absolute garbage last night, I'm rolling with the Hornets tonight on this one. I am. I'm taking the Hornets money line. Give it to me. Plus 115. I don't care if they're tired. I don't care if they suck at defense. I know that the Lakers will just match them terribly on defense and won't make as many shots as the Hornets will tonight. Hornets money line. Put her in the books.
Wow. I love that play. I love that play. I'm not on a side. If I was on a side, y'all already know I'd be on the Hornets in this one because you know how I feel about that young team. But, guys, I'm going to be taking the under. I think it's way too high in this one. It's sitting at 228, and the Lakers offensively have problems. Russell Westbrook has had problems. Anthony Davis has had problems. They have nothing going for them offensively, especially right now. And I think this cruises under. And I think, back on Hefe's pick, I think the Hornets win this one pretty easily. So I think we'll get that widespread we're looking for, and I think this cruises under easily. Slammy, give the people the last review.
Man, I was just hyping up Hefe. I love his pick, but I mean, stay away game for me. Hornets have screwed me over so many times, so I'm staying away.
You got PTSD.
Yeah,
definitely. But it's the same on the other side too. The Lakers last week were killer,
struggling 100%. Without LeBron. Westbrook just playing terrible. There's no chemistry. That's what it is. Horrible. There's no chemistry. It's a great spot for the Hornets. That's why the line is the way it is. I think the public is going to probably fade the Lakers in this spot. That's kind of why I'm staying away from this game. But, Alpha is on the under. Hefe is rocking with the Hornets, guys. All right, so that sums up our slate today. We're going to jump right into the best bets.
Best bets. You had to – come on. It was too quick on there. We had to look at the beautiful feed from Wade to LeBron to the dunk. And that's going to lead me to my first bet, guys. I'm going Miami Heat money line for reasons that we went over earlier. I'm taking the Nets Bulls over 216 and the Suns -3. Hope you guys are tailing. Let's cash it tonight. Hefe, give the people the Knicks money line bet.
No. My 3 best bets will be the Heat money line for all the reasons we stated before. I love them in this spot on the road. They've been hot on the road, 3 wins in a row on there. I look for them to make it 4 tonight. Number 2 is the Suns money line. Love how they match up tonight against the Kings. At every point, if Devin Booker is even half of what Devin Booker is, the Suns will win this game. And numero tres, you just heard me rant about him. I'm taking the Hornets money line, baby. That's at a plus 115. I love the way that they match up with the Lakers tonight. I love how they're going to shoot the ball just out of the arena. And I look for the Lakers to honestly not come out flat, but end the game flat. And that's why the Hornets will win.
Wow. Good statement there. Slammy.
Cool. All right, guys, before I give my best bets, make sure you guys retweet this video. Shout out Pure Wage for sponsoring it. And we are doing a $1,000 giveaway to 10 people. We'll be selecting 10 people after the show, guys. But yeah, let's jump right to my best bets real quick. I'm taking the Bulls money line, rocking with the Heat money line, and I'm taking Hawks plus 3.5, guys. But guys, tune in tomorrow, 4:30 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for the support. Retweet this video, man. Shout out to Alpha Dog Bets and Hefe Picks. You guys are awesome, man. Love being here.
Shout out Pure Wage. Thank you for the opportunity for giving away $1,000.
And shout out all the teams that are winning tonight that I backed and Slam is going to lose on, that I'm going to be rubbing it in his face in tomorrow. Let's get it, guys.
Same time tomorrow.
We'll be here. Thanks for tuning in.
Go Knicks, right?
Go Knicks.